The fact that we're not going to be able to say, if we would stay together, we could have got 10. Those are the things that you can't get back.
Playing these games and watching my kids play was like the greatest thing.
When Kobe Bryant died, a piece of me died.
Kobe Bryant was more than just a basketball player. He was a global icon, an inspiration to millions, known for his incredible skills, determination, and the Mamba mentality. Kobe achieved so much during his career. He won 5 NBA championships, was an 18-time All-Star, and even earned 2 Olympic gold medals for Team USA. His dedication to the game made him one of the greatest players of all time. But Kobe's story, while full of success, also ended in great tragedy.
CNN is able to tell you now that NBA star Kobe Bryant was on board that helicopter and is now dead at the age of 41.
His sudden death shocked the world, leaving behind a lasting legacy both on and off the court. Let's take a look at Kobe's incredible journey, his accomplishments, and the heartbreaking end to his story. Kobe Bean Bryant was born on August 23, 1978, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Born into a basketball family, his father, Joe Jelly Bean Bryant, was an NBA player who had a notable career playing for teams like the Philadelphia 76ers, San Diego Clippers, and Houston Rockets. From a young age, Kobe was surrounded by basketball, and this environment nurtured his love for the game. Kobe had 2 older sisters, Sharia and Shaya, and the family was close-knit. When Kobe was just 6 years old, his father decided to extend his basketball career overseas, which led the Bryant family to move to Italy.
I started first grade over there in an Italian school. I was 6, my sister was 7, my older sister was 8.
Living in Italy was a big change for Kobe. Adjusting to a new language, culture, and lifestyle was challenging, but Kobe adapted quickly. While in Italy, he began playing basketball more seriously, often playing against older kids. His time in Italy helped him bond with his family, and he became fluent in Italian, which became an asset later in his career when communicating with international fans and media.
Stessa cosa. Vado all'officina, lavoro, scrivo, le cose così. Però ritornerò sicuramente in Italia per aiutare i giovani a giocare questo gioco che è bellissimo. Però per me giocare professionale ancora no, questa porta è chiusa.
The experience also gave him a deep appreciation for soccer, which remained a passion of his throughout his life.
What a great sport soccer is, because it truly is. And it's one of those sports like basketball where you have to do together. It has to be constant communication. It's a community sport. And aside from that, I mean, even if a basketball player wants to do some cross training, that's the best sport for basketball, do cross training, because you get your conditioning. You also get your foot speed and footwork in, which helps me out a lot.
However, basketball was always at the forefront of his mind, and he would constantly work on his skills even as a young boy. This early exposure to different styles of basketball in Europe helped shape Kobe's versatility on the court later in his career. After spending several years in Italy, the Bryant family returned to the United States when Kobe was 13, settling in Lower Merion, Pennsylvania, where Kobe attended Lower Merion High School. This is where his basketball talent was immediately noticed. By his junior year, Kobe was already one of the top high school players in the country, drawing attention from scouts and basketball fans alike. His combination of size, athleticism, and skill made him stand out from his peers. In his senior year, Kobe led Lower Merion to its first state championship in 53 years, solidifying his status as a future NBA star. His high school performances were so impressive that he was named the Naismith High School Player of the Year, an award that is awarded to the best high school basketball player in the country. Despite his young age, Kobe demonstrated leadership, determination, and an exceptional work ethic, qualities that would also define his career. He chose to skip college and declare for the NBA draft, confident that he was ready for the next level. In 1996, Kobe was selected with the 13th overall pick in the NBA draft by the Charlotte Hornets, but he never played a game for them. Shortly after the draft, the Hornets traded Kobe to the Los Angeles Lakers in exchange for veteran center Vlade Divac. At just 18 years old, Kobe became the youngest player in NBA history to make his debut at the time. The Lakers, a team rich in history and success, were excited about Kobe's potential, though he still had a lot to prove. Kobe's rookie season was a learning experience. He struggled to get significant playing time on a veteran-heavy Lakers team, averaging only about 15 minutes per game. However, even in limited action, Kobe showed flashes of brilliance. His athleticism, scoring ability, and confidence quickly became evident. During the 1997 All-Star Weekend, Kobe entered the slam dunk contest, dazzling the crowd with his creativity and earning the slam dunk championship. This win further raised his profile, and people began to see him as the future of the Lakers. While Kobe's career was filled with promise, it wasn't without its setbacks. One of the most significant early challenges came during the 1997 playoffs. In a critical game against the Utah Jazz, Kobe took several crucial shots in the closing moments, but unfortunately, he missed all of them, shooting multiple air balls. The Lakers were eliminated from the playoffs, and Kobe's performance was heavily criticized. However, instead of letting this failure define him, Kobe used it as motivation to improve.
You know, you got to look at the reality of the situation. You know, like for me, it's not, you kind of got to get over yourself. Like, it's not about you, man. Like, okay, you feel embarrassed. You're not that important. Like, get over yourself.
That's where you go.
Get over yourself, right? Like, you're worried about how people may perceive you, and like you're walking around and it's embarrassing because you shot 5 air balls. Get over yourself, right? And then after that, it's okay, well, why did those air balls happen? Got it. High school, year before, we played 35 games, max, right? Week in between, spaced out, plenty of time to rest. In the NBA, it's back to back to back to back to back to back to back. I didn't have the legs. So you look at the shot, every shot was online. Every shot was online, but every shot was short, right? I got to get stronger. I got to train differently. The weight training program that I'm doing, I got to tailor it for an 82-game season so that when the playoffs come around, my legs are stronger and that ball gets there. So I look at it with rationale and say, okay, well, the reason why I shot air balls is because my legs aren't there. I go, well, next year they'll be there. That was it.
Done.
This moment became a turning point in his career. Kobe's response to the airball game exemplified his incredible work ethic. He spent countless hours in the gym, refining his shot and building his mental toughness. He recognized that failure was part of the growth process and committed himself to being better. This attitude became the foundation of what Kobe later coined the Mamba mentality, a mindset that emphasized relentless focus, hard work, and an unshakable belief in oneself. In 1999, the Lakers hired legendary coach Phil Jackson, and the trajectory of Kobe's career changed forever. Phil Jackson, known for his ability to manage superstar players and implement his famous triangle offense, was the perfect coach for a team with Kobe and Shaq. Under Jackson's leadership, Kobe learned the importance of mindfulness, patience, and teamwork.
So we talked about mindfulness as being, as much as we pump iron and we run to build our strength up, we need to build our mental strength up. We need to build our mental strength so we can focus, get one-pointed attention, and so that we can be in concert with one another in times of need. When you come off the court, you've had a bad call, things going wrong for you, you sit on the bench, you take a breath, and you reset yourself. And you do that through this mindfulness. You just come right back in and collect yourself.
Jackson encouraged his players to read books on meditation and Zen philosophy, which helped Kobe approach the game from a different perspective. In the 2000 NBA Finals, the Lakers faced the Indiana Pacers, and Kobe played a pivotal role in their success. Although he injured his ankle early in the series, Kobe returned in Game 4 and scored 28 points, leading the Lakers to a crucial win. At just 21 years old, Kobe had already established himself as one of the NBA's brightest rising superstars. Alongside dominant center Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe helped lead the Lakers to their first of 3 consecutive championships, a feat that would cement his place in basketball history. The championship win in 2000 was monumental for the Lakers, who had been rebuilding for years. The Lakers, under the guidance of legendary coach Phil Jackson, executed the triangle offense flawlessly, and Kobe's versatile skills were a key part of their success. The victory not only gave the Lakers their first championship since 1988, but also marked the beginning of Kobe's ascent as one of the NBA's top players. At such a young age, Kobe was already showing signs of greatness, and his dedication to winning was unmatched. One of the things that set him apart from his peers was his determination and drive to win. He was not just a scorer, he could do it all: defend, rebound, pass a little, and make the smart play. Throughout the 2000 season, Kobe's versatility on the court became a huge asset for the Lakers. Whether he was playing lockdown defense, grabbing key rebounds, or making important passes, Kobe was always in the thick of the action, contributing in every way possible. Kobe's work ethic became legendary around the NBA. He would spend hours in the gym, perfecting his craft, and often arriving before anyone else and leaving long after practice had ended. This dedication was evident in his performances on the court. His defensive intensity combined with his offensive brilliance made him a complete player. It was clear that Kobe was on a mission to become the best. By the time Kobe won his first championship, many were already comparing him to Michael Jordan, arguably the greatest player of all time. Kobe had an uncanny ability to score in a variety of ways. His footwork, fadeaway jump shots, and ability to finish at the rim were often described as Jordan-esque. Fans and analysts alike began to see Kobe as an heir to Jordan's throne, and his skill set was considered one of the best in NBA history. Year after year, Kobe proved his dominance on the court, whether it was hitting clutch shots, making key passes, or locking down his opponents on defense. Kobe's consistency showcased why he's one of the best players in the game. His combination of skill, athleticism, and basketball IQ was unmatched, and he quickly became one of the most feared players in the league. Following their championship win in 2000, the Lakers went on an incredible run during the 2000-2001 season. They dominated the entire Western Conference, winning 15 straight, only losing 1 game to the Iverson-led Philadelphia 76ers in the NBA Finals en route to their second consecutive title. Many basketball historians consider this team one of the greatest in NBA history. With Kobe and Shaq leading the way, the Lakers were nearly unstoppable. During the playoffs, Kobe delivered several iconic moments, including his signature fadeaway and his ability to take over games when needed. His performances were a testament to his competitive drive and determination to win. Despite playing along Shaq, who was the Finals MVP for the second year in a row, Kobe made it clear that he was an integral part of the Lakers' success. Kobe Bryant's hunger for competition and his desire to be the best drove him to push himself harder than anyone else. He relished challenges and often sought out ways to improve his game. Whether it was a buzzer beater or a key defensive stop, Kobe always seemed to find a way to make a difference when it mattered most. As the Lakers continued to win, more and more people in the basketball world began to acknowledge Kobe as one of the best players in the league.
When and why did you come to the revelation that this is the greatest player on the planet, Kobe Bryant?
When I first came to LA, Jerry showed me a tape of this kid, and I knew he had potential.
Fellow NBA players, coaches, and analysts marveled at Kobe's skill and work ethic. His combination of offensive firepower and defensive tenacity made him one of the most well-rounded players in the game. Many began to argue that Kobe was not just one of the best, but in fact the best player in the NBA at the time. With Shaq and Kobe forming one of the most dominant duos in NBA history, the Lakers once again showcased how superior they were over the rest of the league. Kobe's contributions were critical to the team's success, and his ability to play at such a high level in the playoffs made him a true superstar. But despite their success on the court, the relationship between Shaq and Kobe was far from perfect. Both players were incredibly talented, but they have very different approaches to the game. Shaq was known for his easygoing, fun-loving attitude, while Kobe was much more intense and focused. These differences led to personal and professional clashes between the two.
Well, I'm obsessive, and I believe we need to work night and day, figure out how to get to where we need to go. And he wanted to do it a different way.
What do we want down there at the other end?
You're a 5 leg. I ain't touching that.
High side leg. All right.
And so there was constant challenge there to get that done. I mean, it was, but I wasn't going back down from him, and neither was he.
Both players wanted to be recognized as the face of the franchise, and this created tension. While they were able to coexist on the court, their off-court relationship was often strained. Despite these challenges, they continued to lead the Lakers to success, proving that even with internal conflicts, they could still dominate the league. The tension between Shaq and Kobe reached new heights when Kobe publicly criticized Shaq's work ethic.
You know, he would say, okay, Kobe's not throwing me the ball. And, media would take it and run with it and all this sort of stuff. And I'm like, well, bruh, if you were in shape, by the time I run down on a fast break and run back and then run down, you're still coming down the first time, bruh. Like, what do you want me to do?
Kobe felt that Shaq wasn't as committed to preparing for the season as he should be, and he wasn't shy about voicing his frustrations. This criticism only deepened the rift between the two, as both players vied for recognition and leadership within the team. But despite their differences, Kobe and Shaq managed to put their personal issues aside long enough to lead the Lakers to a historic third consecutive NBA championship. This three-peat solidified the Lakers dynasty and made Kobe and Shaq one of the most successful duos in NBA history. Shaq won his third Finals MVP award, but Kobe's contributions were undeniable. But in 2003, Kobe's life took a dramatic turn when he was charged with sexual assault. A 19-year-old woman accused him of rape after an encounter at a Colorado hotel. This was a major blow to Kobe's personal and professional life, as his reputation, career, and personal relationship was all put under intense scrutiny. Kobe denied the allegations, insisting that the encounter was consensual. Despite the legal case grabbing national headlines, it was eventually settled outside of court in 2004. The criminal case was dropped after the accuser declined to testify, and a civil lawsuit was settled later. While Kobe maintained his innocence regarding the assault, the charges still caused significant damage to his public image. Many of his endorsement deals were canceled, and the media storm that followed was overwhelming. Kobe had always been a figure of admiration for his dedication and work ethic on the court, but now he was embroiled in one of the most challenging periods of his life. His reputation was tarnished, and he had to work hard to begin to regain the trust of his fans and the public.
The challenge is who you are as a person. To have to go through something like that, with not only individually, but as a family, and then for the organization, the Lakers organization, my teammates. It was extremely difficult, and you kind of had to do some soul searching, because you're fighting numerous battles at the same time.
and you're just kind of trying to figure your way through all of this mess. And the only thing that you can do is just put one foot in front of the other and just continue to move forward. I mean, and there's nothing else you can do. I mean, there's times where it just seems like days are just endless. This is never going to end. This feeling, this dark time is just never going to be over.
During this period, Kobe admitted to infidelity. Although he denied the assault allegations, he did acknowledge that he in fact did cheat on his wife. Apologizing to Vanessa and his fans in a tearful press conference, Kobe expressed deep regret for his actions and sought forgiveness for the pain he caused his family. Vanessa chose to stand by him, and over time, their marriage weathered the storm, though it was undoubtedly a difficult period for both of them. Amongst the personal challenges in his life, Kobe also faced difficulties on the basketball court.
When you get accused of something, and then you have to get defensive about a lot of things because you think everybody's out to get you then. You know, we came to training camp and he had 5 motorcycles shipped to Hawaii, and they all was riding behind him while he riding off and stuff like that. He was just paranoid. Anybody would get paranoid when you're in a situation where you knew what would happen and then somebody lied on you.
Yeah.
And they did that. You got to get paranoid because you don't know where it's going to come from no more. So now you have to get extra cautious. And that's what he did.
In 2004, the Lakers made it to the NBA Finals, but suffered a stunning defeat at the hands of the Detroit Pistons. This loss was a significant disappointment, especially for a team that had such high expectations. Many believe the Lakers, who boasted a star-studded lineup that included, of course, Kobe, Shaq, but now Gary Payton and Karl Malone, were destined to win another championship. However, the Pistons played with grit and teamwork, dominating the Lakers and winning the series in just 5 games. This loss signaled the end of an era for the Lakers. The tension between Kobe and Shaq, which had been simmering for years, reached a boiling point. Shaq was traded to the Miami Heat after the season, and head coach Phil Jackson, who had led the Lakers to 3 championships earlier, decided to leave the Lakers just 3 days after their defeat to the Pistons in the NBA Finals. The breakup of this once dominant Lakers team was shocking, and it left Kobe to face the challenge of leading this team on his own. Kobe now, without his dominant teammate, had to step into a new role as the undisputed leader of the Lakers. This period marked another turning point in his career as he sought to prove that he could lead the team to success on his own. After leaving the Lakers, Shaquille O'Neal made a promise to bring a championship to the Miami Heat, and he delivered. In 2006, Shaq, alongside young superstar Dwayne Wade, led the Heat to their first ever championship. Shaq's success in Miami added fuel to the debate about whether the Lakers had made the right decision in choosing Kobe over Shaq. As Shaq celebrated his 4th NBA title, Kobe was left to carry the weight of rebuilding the Lakers and proving that he could achieve similar success without his former teammate. During this tumultuous time, Kobe adopted a new persona, the Black Mamba. This nickname was inspired by the deadly snake, symbolized Kobe's intense focus and killer instinct on the basketball court. Kobe said, "It was just F everyone. I'm destroying everybody that steps on the court. I had all this pent-up frustration that I just needed to let out. It was an avalanche, man. There was nothing that was going to get in the way. There was nothing that was going to stop me. It's a difference between who you are and what you are. And what I am, when I step on that court, I become that. I become that killer snake." The Mamba mentality, as it came known to be, represented Kobe's singular focus on being the best both mentally and physically. He channeled all of the personal and professional turmoil he had faced into his game, becoming even more driven and determined. This transformation into the Black Mamba was crucial for Kobe's evolution as a player. He embraced the idea of being a relentless, focused competitor capable of taking on any challenge. The nickname stuck, and it became synonymous with Kobe's legendary work ethic and dedication to the game. As the Lakers entered a rebuilding phase, Kobe delivered some of the most incredible scoring performances of his career. One of the most remarkable came in December 2005 when Kobe scored 62 points in just 3 quarters against the Dallas Mavericks. In an extraordinary feat, Kobe outscored the entire Mavericks team, who had only 61 points by the end of the 3rd quarter. The Lakers had such a commanding lead that Kobe didn't even play in the 4th quarter, leaving fans to wonder just how many points he could have scored if he had stayed in the game. Let me know in the comments how many you think he would have scored. This game was a clear reminder of Kobe's scoring prowess. Even without a strong supporting cast, he could take over games and carry the Lakers to victory through sheer will and determination. Just a few weeks after his 62-point game, Kobe delivered one of the greatest individual performances in NBA history. On January 22nd, 2006, Kobe scored 81 points against the Toronto Raptors. This incredible feat remains the 2nd highest point total in a single game in NBA history, second to only Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game in 1962, although I'd like to see proof of this said feat. Nonetheless, Kobe's 81-point performance was nothing short of magical. He scored 55 in the second half alone, hitting difficult shots from all over the court. Fans watching the game were in awe of his ability to take over, and it became a defining moment of Kobe's career. His 81-point game is still celebrated today as one of the most iconic moments in NBA history. In 2006, Kobe made a significant change by switching his jersey number from 8 to 24. This change symbolized a new chapter in his career and his continuous pursuit of greatness. The number 24 was chosen to remind Kobe to give everything he had every hour of the day, 24 hours a day.
Yeah, it's about appreciating every moment for me, because we've been through so much, and as your career kind of, I'm not an old man, but you start seeing the light at the end of the tunnel is much brighter than the one at the beginning of the tunnel. So it's really about appreciating every day as it comes. Every game, every win, every loss, every practice. It's just soaking every day in, and that's what the number represents.
The number change also marked a mental shift for Kobe as he continued to evolve both as a player and a leader. Then in 2008, Kobe helped lead Team USA to victory in the Olympics, restoring pride to USA basketball. After the team's struggle in previous international competitions, Kobe's leadership and scoring ability were key in helping the team win the gold medal. This victory was a significant moment in Kobe's career as it showed his ability to lead on the global stage. Also in 2008, the Lakers made a critical trade, acquiring Pau Gasol. This move gave Kobe the help he needed to contend for another championship. The pairing of Kobe and Gasol formed a dynamic duo, and the Lakers quickly regained their championship form. Behind the leadership of Kobe and Gasol, the Lakers won the 2009 NBA title, defeating the Orlando Magic in 5 games. Kobe was named Finals MVP, cementing his legacy as one of the greatest players in NBA history. This victory was especially sweet for Kobe, as it was his first championship without Shaq, proving that he could lead the Lakers to success on his own. The following year, the Lakers faced their longtime rivals, the Boston Celtics, in the 2010 NBA Finals. This was a rematch of the 2008 Finals where the Celtics had defeated the Lakers. But Kobe, determined to get his revenge, played through injuries and led the Lakers to a hard-fought victory in Game 7. Despite struggling with his shooting, Kobe grabbed 15 rebounds and willed his team to victory, securing his 5th NBA championship. This win was especially meaningful for Kobe as it symbolized his growth as a player and a leader. With 5 championships to his name, Kobe has solidified his place as one of the greatest players in NBA history. This championship was also special because it gave him one more title than Shaquille O'Neal, with whom he'd often been compared to. After Shaq's departure from the Lakers, critics questioned whether Kobe could win without him, and by winning 2 more championships without Shaq, Kobe proved those doubters wrong and solidified his place amongst the greatest players in basketball history. On April 13th, 2016, Kobe played his final NBA game, marking the end of his 20-year career with the Los Angeles Lakers. He made sure his farewell was unforgettable, scoring an incredible 60 points against the Utah Jazz. This was a fitting finale for one of the greatest scorers in NBA history. Kobe's performance amazed fans, teammates, and even opponents as he delivered one final show of his basketball brilliance. Despite being in his late 30s and having dealt with several injuries in the years leading up to his retirement, Kobe showed that his competitive spirit had never faded. He took control of the game, scoring in a variety of ways: jump shots, layups, free throws, it didn't matter. And the crowd at Staples Center was electric, cheering every point he scored. And by the end of the game, Kobe had led the Lakers to a 101 96 victory, and his 60 points became the highest scoring total by any player in their final NBA game. Kobe's farewell game perfectly captured the essence of his career: hard work, determination, and unmatched ability to rise to the occasion. It was a night that cemented his legacy as one of the greatest to ever play the game. But on January 26, 2020, the world was shocked by the tragic news that Kobe Bryant, his 13-year-old daughter Gianna, and 7 others had died in a helicopter crash in Calabasas, California. They were on their way to a basketball game at Kobe's Mamba Sports Academy when the helicopter crashed in foggy conditions. Kobe's sudden death stunned millions of fans, players, and celebrities worldwide, leading to an outpouring of grief and tributes. Kobe's death left an immense void not only in the basketball world, but also in the broader community. He became an important figure in promoting youth sports and inspiring the next generation of athletes. Kobe and Gianna shared a deep bond over basketball, with Gianna aspiring to follow in her father's footsteps. Their deaths, along with the loss of the other passengers, was heartbreaking and left many mourning the loss of such promising lives. Kobe's legacy lives through his contributions to basketball, his inspiring Mamba mentality, and the lessons of perseverance and hard work he imparted to millions. His impact goes beyond titles, awards, and records. Kobe's life and career continues to inspire the people to pursue their passions with relentless dedication and to always strive for greatness just as he did. And there are some players who strive in various different ways. One in particular was able to dominate the court while coming off the bench. If you want to see how a guy who came off the bench dominated the court, just click right here.